shit. Okay, my battery's gonna die, but I'm gonna power on through. Hey guys, so today I thought, this is a medium and I'm not a medium. So today I thought I would film a Holy Grail type video, just because I have so many favorite products that I don't really hear people talking about that often. So I just thought that I would take some of my favorite products and show them to you guys in different categories. So if I have a product in a certain category that I don't really have a favorite for, then I'll just show you what I use, but I'll tell you that it's not really my Holy Grail. Also, sorry about my hair. Sorry, I just apologize right off the bat. First of all, for primers, starting off, I don't have a Holy Grail primer. I've used 80 million different primers. Not actually, but I've used drugstore primers, I've used high-end primers, I've used like a ton of them, and I don't really have a favorite. I do use the Smashbox Photo Finish Color Correcting Primer, and it's in green. I use this because I have a problem with redness, and I guess I just thought that the green would combat the redness. It doesn't really, but in my mind it helps a little bit. It does help with like all my foundation and stuff staying on longer, but all primers do that, I find, so this isn't anything really spectacular. One that I've really been enjoying this summer so far is the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. I use it just on my forehead, and I use the Smashbox on the rest of my face. Just because I get really oily on my forehead, I don't really get oily anywhere else. I actually am really dry everywhere else, but on my forehead I get really oily really quickly, so this I just find really helps my foundation to stay on. It stops me from getting oily fast. This one has a really like silicone-y texture. It's invisible, don't know why I'm doing that. This one is more of a thick lotion. It's like, it goes on really thick. I don't know if you can see that, but and it doesn't feel silicone-y at all. It gives you like a really matte finish. I'll probably continue to use it for the rest of the summer just because it's been working really well for me so far. So I would say this is probably my Holy Grail primer forehead for summertime. Next, foundation. This is probably my favorite foundation of all time, which is why it's in my Holy Grail video. Good job, me. It's the CoverGirl True Blend. Mine is in the color number 1 because I'm pasty as fuck. It's like a medium coverage. It works really well. It's got kind of like a lotion-y texture. I don't know if this is focusing at all. I've never used this camera for videos before. But it's really thin, but it goes on really nicely, really smooth, and I don't know. I've used a lot of different foundations, and this one isn't any worse than a lot of the high-end foundations that I've used, and it's perfect for really pasty, cool-toned people like me because it's not at all yellow or orange. It's got a very like pinky, beigey undertone, which is perfect for me. Okay, next for concealer, I have 3 Holy Grail concealers. I use them interchangeably. I just have a giant pile of makeup on my bed. I don't know if I can find them. Okay, here. So first one is the label's worn off. That's how much I use it. This is like my 5th or 6th tube. It's the Maybelline Dream Lumi concealer. It's got like a little brush applicator, and I just find that this works so well to brighten my under eyes. It's just completely transforms your face. It's gorgeous. The only thing is it does tend to crease a little bit, so I have to set it really well with a powder. Wow, cool, I just wasted a whole bunch for my hand. That's super. I've used so many different concealers, and it's the best brightening concealer. This is probably my second favorite. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and like everyone's obsessed with this. I also really like it. I don't like it as much as the other Maybelline one. It's got like a weird thingy, and it's a slightly different color than the other Maybelline one. This one's a lot more like salmon-y, which is better for under eyes, but I think the other one's better for brightening. I think this one would be really good if you have dark circles, which I don't really. Yep, that eraser dark circles. The other Maybelline one is more brightening than this one, but this one does not crease. Like, this won't crease on you at all, ever, no matter how much you put on, no matter what you do. So I really like the fact that it's non-creasing. Finally, for spot treatments, I really like the Hard Candy Glamouflage. I have it in ultra light. It's just a really, really thick, high coverage concealer. So if I ever have like a really annoying like pimple or spot or like discoloration, sorry, I had cookies for breakfast, I'll just take it and I'll just like tap it on. I know that I have one right here. And I'll take like a beauty blender. I can't see what I'm doing. I'll take like a beauty blender and I'll just like, you know, buff it out. Tap it in. Let it do its thing. My favorite powder of all time is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in 001 Transparent. It's just, I have a huge problem with powders looking too orange on me. I have a huge problem with everything looking too orange on me. This is just like a really, really light, transparent powder. It just really helps to set my foundation. It helps me stay matte all day. Well, not all day, you know, you have to do some touch-ups, but it's just like the best, cheapest powder that I've found. Bronzer, this is like my holy grail bronzer. I love it more than I will probably love my firstborn child. It is the Illamasqua Powder Eyeshadow in Heroin. And again, I'm really pale, really cool toned, so this is just the perfect bronzer for me. I just take a little bit on a angled brush, put it in my cheekbones, put it on my jaw, down my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and I'm good to go. It's just really, really good, really pigmented. You don't need a lot. It's not at all chalky. It just is the best cool toned bronzer. The bronzer that I was using before I discovered that, which is, I would say, a runner-up, is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It's obviously a lot more warm toned than the Illamasqua one. So my battery died and I was talking to myself for like 10 minutes. Fucking rude. Okay, as I was saying like 20 minutes ago, Too Faced. Good bronzer, very more warm toned than other bronzer, will probably be better for summer than winter. It smells like cocoa. Okay, blushes. My favorite blushes of all time are the Illamasqua powder blushers. Oh, I'm wearing my glasses now. Continuity error. They are just the best blushes that I've ever used. I only have 2 of them, but I've swatched 100, like 3 other ones. This one is in Lover and this one is in Tremble. I don't actually think you can get these anymore. I think you can get them on the Illamasqua website, but I don't think you can get them. I know for sure you can't get them at Sephora anymore. They are just the most pigmented, beautiful, matte blushes. My boyfriend always makes fun of me whenever I watch like my YouTube videos. He always makes fun of like the beauty gurus being like, it's so pigmented. It's the color, it's so pigmented. But like it's true, like it's really fucking pigmented. This one is pink, this one's like a peachy one, obviously. They're just, you don't even have to touch them and they are just the most pigmented, beautiful blushes. There is so much in here and you barely have to touch it with your brush. I will probably have these until I'm 90. My favorite highlighter of all time is, I never hear anyone talking about this, but it's $3 and it's the e.l.f. Shimmer Palette. It is so freaking gorgeous and like amazing quality. Basically you get like a pinky one, a gold, a peachish, and like a silvery white one. And they are just the most buttery, gorgeous feeling, soft highlighters. Wow, I did that in the total wrong order, but there you go. Like I barely had to touch it and it just comes off so pretty and so soft. And my favorite one is the gold one, obviously, because I've hit hella pan. And I'll basically just like take it, put it on my cheekbone, wherever the fuck I want it, and then I'll just like, you know, tap it in with my beauty blender, which is not all that damp anymore, but that's what I do. There's no glitter in it. It's just like straight up shimmer, and it's just so pretty. It is just better than any high-end powder, cream, liquid, any highlighter I've ever used. Okay, I don't have a Holy Grail brow product. I kind of do. Basically, my favorite brow product I've ever used is the Anastasia brow powders, in like the ones that are split in half and that are 2 different colors. Basically, I had that and I really liked it, but then I stepped on it and it broke. So I went to Sephora to return it, and I actually ended up getting the brow pomade instead, the dip brow. And I've been using this like every single day for a month, and this is all I've used, so obviously this will last you. A lot of people do like it, but I just find that it's like really unforgiving and really difficult to work with. So I'm not like a huge fan of this. I'm probably going to return it and get my beloved brow powder back. But yeah, the point of that rant was I much prefer the brow powder, and I don't really have a Holy Grail brow product, but if I were to like pick a favorite, it would be the brow powder duo thing. I don't have a Holy Grail eyeshadow primer either. I just find that a lot of them, pretty much all of them, do the exact same thing. I've been using the Benefit Stay Don't Stray just because it's like I want to use it up and it's on my desk. But yeah, I just find that they all do pretty much the same thing. I mean, they're all good. I've tried like pretty much all the high-end ones just because like sometimes I'll get a sample and it'll last me like a month, and instead of buying instead of buying one, I'll just go get another sample, which is life hack for you. Don't buy anything, get samples all the time, forever. Favorite eyeshadow palette of all time? For ages, honestly, for like 2 or 3 years, it was the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. Like I bought that and I used it every single day, and I bought a million other eyeshadow palettes and nothing even came close. Like I would like them, but nothing came close to beating the Urban Decay until I bought this. It is the Kat Von D Monarch, the orange one. I saw like reviews for this when this first came out. I was like, oh, okay, whatever, it's cool, whatever. But then I went to Sephora and I actually swatched them, and these are like the best quality eyeshadows I've ever felt in my whole life. Better than Urban Decay, better than Lorac. They're just so buttery. You basically don't have to touch them at all, and you get the best color payoff. Just let me contort my hand to show you here. They're just the prettiest shades, and like there tends to be a little bit of fallout because they are so soft and buttery, but it's like completely worth how good quality these eyeshadows are. If you don't like these colors, there's like a cooler toned palette too. It's like the Chrysalis palette or something. There's like purples and silvers and blues, but yeah, I'm gonna go and buy the rest of Kat Von D eyeshadow palettes. That wasn't really English. I'm just so smitten. My 2 favorite Holy Grail eyeliners, basically one is drugstore, one is high-end. They are pretty much the same. The high-end one is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. This one is the Maybelline Master Precise eyeliner. I already made a swatch because I was talking to myself for like 10 minutes, and there you go, there's a swatch of it. Just pretend I just did that. I prefer pen style eyeliners to like gel, or you know, like the dips, the stick that you dip in. I don't have a Holy Grail mascara. I just find that I tend to prefer rubber bristles, and I tend to prefer drugstore mascaras. The one I'm wearing today, by the way, everything that I mention is like on my face, so like every product is. The one I've been using recently is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's not rubber bristle, which is crazy because I hate traditional bristles. But this one I've been actually enjoying. It's got like a, am I doing that right? The YouTube thing. It's got like a hourglass shaped traditional bristle wand. I have like an obsession with one mascara, and then I get sick of it, and then I move on to a new one, and I've just never really had a Holy Grail mascara. There are several that I really like, but there's not one that I couldn't replace with another one, really. Let's randomly move on to skincare for a second. There are two skincare products that I'm absolutely obsessed with that I could never do without. This one is my Clarisonic Mia 2. You don't really need the Mia 2, just get the Mia 1. It's like cheaper, and this one just has a stupid speed changer that I never use. I find in the winter helps exfoliate my skin like crazy. The only reason that my I get crazy bad dry patches in the winter on my cheeks, and the only thing that helps keep them at bay is this. It just helps exfoliate the dry skin away, and then it helps my serum and my moisturizer to penetrate my skin. I'm 12. This is like really helps to just like get all the gunk and shit off of my face, and really just helps my face stay, sorry, I'm like shaking it, I'm getting really excited. Just helps my face stay like really, really clean. My Holy Grail moisturizer is the Clinique Redness Solutions Daily Relief Cream with probiotic technology. Yogurt? I don't know. It's like a greenish cream. Again, I have problems with redness, and I do think this like helps to combat it a little bit. It definitely helps in the winter with dryness, but also it's not too much for the summertime. Like, it doesn't make you greasy and oily, even though it is like really, really moisturizing. Pencil eyeliners. I have to go with the NARS Larger Than Life eyeliners. These just like stay on your waterline, your upper lash line, your lower lash line really, really well. I already swatched them, but I'll just go over my old swatches. I saw this like mint green color in Sephora. I like almost had a heart attack. I was so excited because mint green is my favorite color, and like this was just so pretty. They are just like the prettiest eyeliners. This video is a mess. Okay, so basically my camera just decided to not record me telling you guys that my favorite lipsticks are MAC lipsticks. Sorry, this is my editing hat. Okay, back to video. There's a reason that they're so popular, just because they are, you know, really good. They have the best color selection I've ever seen. They have like 800 different colors, and I don't know, they have so many different finishes, like matte, amplified, luster, heat, a lot. So I'm being super boring with that, but you know, if I had to pick one brand of lipstick to only wear for the rest of my life, it would be MAC. Favorite like chubby sticks, like, you know, like there's like Clinique, there's every brand has like a chubby stick. I feel so awkward saying that. Chubby stick. Have a look at my chubby stick. Anyways, my favorite chubby stick would have to be Revlon, basically like any and all Revlon chubby sticks. These are just two of my favorites. I basically have like all of the Revlon ones ever made, but one of my favorites is Shameless. It's the matte bomb. It's what I'm wearing today. It's just matte and it's kind of patchy, but it's worth it because like it's beautiful. And then this is the Revlon Just Fit and Kissable Balm Stain. So this one's really moisturizing and it stays on for a really long time, and then once it wears off it stains your lips. This is in Sweetheart. I've tried like almost every single brand that has chubby sticks, and the Revlon ones are my favorite by far. I don't really have a favorite nail polish brand. There are some that I like better than others, but I don't really have like a Holy Grail one. But my Holy Grail base and top coat are definitely the Sally Hansen brand. This one at the base, my favorite base coat is Sally Hansen Triple Strong Nail Fortifier. I bought this like 2 years ago, or like 1 year ago. It was like a year, it was a year and a half ago, it doesn't fucking matter. I used this and it just made my nails so strong. My nails are like really dry and brittle and shitty, and they break really easily, they peel. But this made them so much better. And then I stopped using it for like a year and a half for some reason, and I just started using it like 2 weeks ago. My nails are really fucking dirty, but like this is the longest that they've been in like a year and a half, so I will probably never stop using this in my whole life. This top coat really helps nail polish stay on. It's the best top coat I've ever used in my life for sure, and I've used like a million. And it makes your nails really, really shiny. It makes them look like gel, whatever, gel nail polish, whatever. I actually think that is it. That is all the shit I have on my bed. Okay, cool. I don't know how to end videos. Bye, thanks for watching. Cool, okay, later.